Hey there, Annie. I hate beating around the bush, so I'll get straight to the point. Karen, what is it? It's about your husband, Arthur. As much as it pains me to say this. Oh, who am I kidding? It doesn't pain me at all to say this. You're acting really weird. Could you just tell me what this is about, please? Arthur is mine now. And we just got out of our hotel room after an evening of, well, I think you know. Let me get this straight, Karen. Are you telling me right now that you're having an affair with my husband? That's right. Actually, it's been just about a year since we started seeing each other. We're deeply in love. How did you even meet Arthur? Oh, it's a simple story, really. I started working at Arthur's company, that's all. And since I've got nothing to hide anymore, I may as well tell you that I had every intention to make him mine from the moment I applied. I'm just as gifted in the workplace as I am in the bedroom, so I was a shoo-in for the position. And that was precisely what made Arthur go head over heels for me. Oh, Annie, if only you were more of a woman, then maybe it wouldn't have been so easy to take Arthur from you. Is there more to this conversation, or is that all you wanted to say? What's up with that reaction? You've told me that you've been having an affair with my husband for a year, so is that it? You met, you slept with him, and now you're telling me about it? I've got all that, so let's keep this conversation moving forward, if you don't mind. You're something else, Annie. You said you hate beating around the bush, right? Well, so do I. Oh. All right, fine. Have it your way. So anyway, early next month, I'll be taking a week off from work. Would you like to know what I'll be doing? I'll be going on a week-long vacation with Arthur. I see. And while we're away, I need someone to look after my 3 kids. And since you're just a housewife, I thought I could just have you take care of them. Huh? While you were planning this big reveal to me, do you honestly think that I would just agree to babysit your kids while you sleep with my husband? You have no choice but to say yes. Why? Because I'm a strong, independent woman who successfully balanced a high-achieving career and being a single mother. And you're nothing but a housewife. Any time you'd like to start making sense would be great, Karen. You made a pretty big leap in reasoning there, and I'm gonna have to ask you to show your work. Wow, Annie, I had no idea you were so dull. You still have no idea what sort of position you're in, do you? What position would that be? Your days as the pampered and spoiled housewife of a rich and successful entrepreneur are about to come to an abrupt end. Your beautiful little house of cards is about to come tumbling down. And when it does, you're in for an extremely hard awakening when you hit rock bottom. Let me see if I've got this straight. You're saying that if I divorce my husband, that I'll have no one to take care of me since I don't work? Are you threatening me? Threatening? Heavens no! I would never dream of threatening you, Annie. I'm giving you some valuable information. Reality apparently hasn't set in for you yet, so let me be clear. If you don't want to find yourself a divorced woman with nowhere to go and no one to help you, then be a good little girl and look after my kids while we're away. Got it? Let me repeat. Did you really think that this little game of yours would work on me? Obviously, yeah. I think that any rational person in your position would realize you've been totally defeated and just do exactly as I say. What do you say, Annie? You'll look after my kids for me, right? Not a chance. Excuse me? There's not a snowball's chance in hell that I'm gonna look after my husband's mistress's kids while they're out on a romantic getaway. You'll have to hire a babysitter or something. I'm not doing it. You are unbelievable, Annie. Do you still think you're in any position to be saying no to me? You don't want to get divorced, do you? Think about your daughter. If you don't want the both of you to get kicked to the curb, penniless and hopeless, then do what I say and watch my kids during our vacation. Hey, Jack, got a minute?
Sure. Annie? What's up?
There's been some activity from you-know-who concerning you-know-what, and we need to move fast. Are you good to go?
Wow. From the sound of things, this is pretty serious. The last we talked, you were planning on waiting until your daughter's summer vacation was over.
Yeah, this can't wait that long anymore. We gotta move soon. And by soon, I mean by next month.
Sheesh.
Can you do it?
Well, I mean, from my position, it's really a the sooner the better type of thing. But good grief, what happened?
It looks like Arthur's punishment is going to come sooner than I expected.
Go on.
Earlier this afternoon, Arthur's mistress texted me personally and blew the lid on their whole affair.
No way! For real?
It gets worse. She said that she and Arthur are going on a week-long vacation early next month. And, get this, she's now demanding that I take care of her 3 kids for her while they're away.
What?
I was originally planning to hold off for a bit longer, but now that my daughter could get involved, I think the time for holding off is over.
Holy smokes! What is that woman's problem? Like, is she clinically insane?
It wouldn't surprise me at all if she was, but in all honesty, I think that rather than mental illness, her real problem is just that she's an amoral, home-wrecking, slimy harlot with absolutely no conscience.
Oof. Don't hold back. Tell me what you really think about her.
Oh, don't worry. I have no intentions of holding back or looking after her kids. After all, I'm really not in as weak of a position as she thinks I am. Quite the contrary, she's so blissfully unaware of what's really going on and what I have in store for her. To be honest, I feel kind of bad for her.
Ha! Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in her position right now either. Alright then. Let's meet up at my house to discuss the specifics of where we go from here. Can you come over on Saturday?
Is it alright if I bring my daughter along with me?
Yeah. My wife's going to be taking our son over to her folks' place for the day, so we'll just have your daughter go along with them.
Thanks. I'll talk to her personally when I can, but please give her my thanks in advance, will you?
Just did. She says, don't mention it. I'm glad to help.
Alright, so Saturday at 10 a.m.? Does that sound okay?
Got it. Let me know if there's anything you need me to prepare in advance.
Thanks, Jack. See you Saturday. Hey there, Annie. Arthur and I are leaving for our vacation tomorrow. When will you be coming to pick up my kids? I'm pretty sure I already told you I'm not babysitting for you. Oh, please, Annie. Give up the ghost. You're not fooling anyone. You know just as well as I do that you can't say no to me. Honestly, I don't care if you get divorced or not. It's all the same to me. Either way, Arthur is still mine, and you're still a loser. But as long as you're married, we'll always have a babysitter to take care of my kids for me, which means I'll have more free time to spend with my Arthur. So, Annie, like I said, I'm a superior woman to you in every way, and if I wanted, I could make Arthur divorce you anytime I want. It's out of the kindness of my heart that I'm allowing you to stay married to him. For now. Oh, would you look at the time? We need to get going. I'll just drop my kids off at the curb in front of your house. You can handle things from there. Make sure you feed them some proper meals, okay? Karen, I told you, I am not taking care of your kids. And I told you, unless you want your sweet little daughter thrown out on the streets, yes, you are. No, I literally cannot babysit your kids. I have to work today. What? I'm not a housewife anymore. I have work today, so I sent my daughter over to my parents' house to look after her until the evening. And they'll have their hands full with her. They can't look after your kids, too. What? So what, you got yourself some part-time job? A janitor or something? Nope, I'm actually a regular full-time employee. In your dreams, what company would hire some housewife like you? What skills could you possibly have to offer them? So yeah, I'll drop my kids off in front of your place. See you in a week. Annie, where are you and where are my kids? Oh, hello, Karen. I see you made it back from your vacation. Obviously! I just came to pick up my kids. But Arthur said that all of your and your daughter's things are completely gone. The house is empty. What on earth is going on? Where are my kids? Don't tell me you just abandoned them out on the street! Nah, don't worry. I'd never do a thing like that. Don't tell me not to worry! Where are my kids? Your kids should be all safe and sound at your ex-husband's place. What? My ex-husband? Yeah, I figured that since they're his kids too, that he'd like to know what was going on with them. It just so happens that the husband of a friend of mine used to work with your ex and still had his phone number. So he gave me your ex-husband's phone number and I gave him a call. What did you do, Annie? Me? I didn't do anything. But as for your ex, as soon as he got to my house and saw that you actually did just abandon them on our front lawn, he put them right into his car and took them back to his house with him. No! How could you do this to me? Again, I didn't do anything. However, your husband will likely be suing you for custody over what you did. So I would recommend getting a lawyer and preparing to pay out money and child support. You monster! Who do you think you are? Fine, that does it. I'm going to make Arthur divorce you, so I recommend you get a lawyer if you can afford one. Is that so? You'll soon learn that you should have simply shut up and done what you were told. While you were enjoying your pampered existence as a housewife, I was out there in the real world making something of myself. Now you're going to see exactly what a cruel place the real world is. Did you not see me say I'm a full-time employee? Oh yeah, I saw your lies. Listen, Karen, I guess you didn't know this, but the reason I was a full-time housewife for about a year was just an issue of timing and circumstances. What is that supposed to mean? When I made the decision to resign from my old company, I was already planning to work with my brother Jack, who was in the process of starting up his own company. But due to a number of circumstances within the company and the industry overall, that company ended up going bankrupt before I actually resigned. Unfortunately, my brother wasn't quite ready to launch his company when that happened, and my daughter had just started kindergarten to boot. So I figured that rather than get some random job at a place with the intent to quit that job in less than a year, I would spend that free time studying up to obtain some new certifications I would need to work with my brother's company. And I just passed my final tests last month. And so, as of last week, I am officially an employee at my brother's company. I see. Originally, I wasn't planning to start work there for another few months. But since you decided to enact your brilliant scheme of threatening me with divorce if I didn't watch your kids while you slept with my husband, I talked to my brother and had him move up our plans a few months. Okay. I really do feel bad about petty issues between adults having an impact on my daughter, but to be fully honest, she never really liked her father anyway. On the other hand, she always loved my parents, and now that we've moved in with them, she is absolutely thrilled to be able to play with her grandma and grandpa every day. So, it's probably better for her this way. So, you mean... Yep, you guessed it. Thanks for your advice about getting a lawyer, but I actually already had one. And he's now hard at work on a lawsuit against my husband for his affair. And of course, you'll be getting served as well, so be prepared for that. No! Oh, and one more thing. Arthur's getting fired as president of his company. He is? I was never involved with his companies, so I don't know the specifics, but word on the street is he repeatedly broke the ethics rules that he himself set for the company's executives. Ironic, huh? Wait, hold on. This can't be happening. None of this was supposed to happen. Everything was going according to plan. How could things possibly turn out this badly for me? You know, there's a word for what's happening to you right now. What is it? Karma. In any case, there's no point in me continuing this conversation with you, so I'll go ahead and take my leave here. You'll be hearing from my lawyer within a few days with all the details of my lawsuit against you. Can't we talk about this like adults? Nope. Bye. Arthur and I got divorced a month after that. I sued the both of them for their affair and won a hefty judgment. I also sued Arthur for child support, so he'll be on the hook for that until she's 18. Not long after that, Arthur was removed from his post as president of his company. He inherited that position from his father, who founded the company, and he was so furious that he's now forcing Arthur to make ends meet as a day laborer in the company's factory. As for Karen, she lost custody of all 3 kids to her ex-husband, and the shoe's on the other foot now. She's the one who will have to pay child support to him. Word about her illicit affair with the now former president, my ex-husband, spread throughout the company, and after a while she couldn't stand being the subject of constant ridicule and quit her job. Karen holed herself up in her apartment for a few weeks after that, but her parents came along to slap some sense into her and got her a job somewhere with company housing close to the office. Apparently, she actually is an incredibly talented worker, so if she can just manage to fix her atrocious personality and lack of morals, she might actually be able to turn her life around. But frankly, I'm not too optimistic about that.